Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation. Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Andini and I'm delighted to be here today to talk to you about self-isolate requirement at home when infected with COVID-19. Okay, my talk is divided into three-part presentation. Firstly, I will talk about people who can self-isolate COVID-19. Then I look at house requirements for self-isolation, and finally, when can self-isolation be completed? I will be glad to answer any question that you may have at the end. I'd just like to give you some background information about COVID-19. The number of patients infected with the coronavirus or COVID-19 is increasing day by day, so that the level of spread doesn't get worse. The government advises the public to stay at home and implement self-isolation protocols, especially for those experiencing symptoms of COVID-19. The self-isolation protocol was issued by the government with aim of reducing the transmission of COVID-19 because the coronavirus is very easy to spread and can cause several symptoms and be fatal. Okay, let's go to my part presentation. First, I'd like to tell you about people who can self-isolate COVID-19. First, no symptoms. Second, have mild to moderate symptoms. For example, such as a fever with a temperature above 38 degrees Celsius, or cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, and runny nose. Third, have no comorbidities like asthma, heart failure, or stroke. Next, the environment support the fulfillment of the patients. It's about physical, mental, or medical needs. Last, homes qualify for self-isolation. Okay, well, this leads me to my next point, which is house requirements for self-isolation. First, have a separate special room for insulation with good ventilation, like doors or windows. Second, have a separate bathroom. Third, rooms that are often shared, such as a kitchen, must have good ventilation. Next, availability of adequate clean running water. And last, the existence of a network of cooperation with the task force. It's like regional stakeholders, police, and local health center. Right, let's move on to the last point, that is, when can self-isolation be completed? For self-isolation takes time. Asymptomatic patients, at least 10 days after the first PBC swab with a positive COVID-19 result. Second, patients with symptoms, at least 10 days signs symptoms appear plus 3 symptoms 3 days from the first symptoms appear. Third, close contact with patient in 14-day quarantine. Last, the PCR criteria to show that self-isolation can be completed. If the results are negative twice in a row with a minimum interval 24 hours. Okay, it's my presentation. Does anyone have any question? Okay, if there isn't question, well, this leads me to my conclusion. Self-isolation is very important to break the chain of transmission of the coronavirus. However, self-isolation at home is not ideal for everyone. In addition to considering the health condition of people with COVID-19, the condition of the place of residence also needs to be considered. Okay, that's the information about COVID-19 self-isolation that I can give to you. I'm sorry if I have mistake. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.